Hello guys, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to describe about the GeoJSON feature. So GeoJSON is the locational data in JSON format. So let's get started. So GeoJSON is the open standard format designed for representing a simple geometry feature along with their non-spatial attribute. So it is based on the JavaScript object notation, which is simply known as JSON format. Uh, in JSON format, the are data is the collection of key and value pair. So you can see here the example of JSON. So it's denoted by the curly bracket and then key and value pair. So for GeoJSON, it's kind of key and value pair, but it has some of the uh, standard type and then standard keys. Like the type is the standard one of the important key in the GeoJSON data. So type can be feature and feature collection, or inside geometry there is also the type property. So the type can be the point, line, polygon, or multi-point, multi-line, line string, and multi-polygon. We will describe this in later slide. And then the coordinate of this geometry. So simply it's denoted as the key value pair, but it has some of the default some of the standard keys like type and properties, and there could be a style property, and there is the geometry property, which is the mandatory one. And inside geometry, there should be the type property. It's also the mandatory and the coordinate. So let's see. So here I list out the uh, type of geometry in GeoJSON feature. So here is I already mentioned, inside geometry we have the type property. So inside type we have the type can be the point and line string, or polygon, or multi-point and multi-line string, multi-polygon, and geometry collection. So we'll discuss this all in the later in the geojson.io website. So yeah, just keep in mind we have this kind of seven kind of geometry type that are supported by the GeoJSON file. So what is the importance of GeoJSON? So here I list out the importance of GeoJSON. The first important is it makes easy to transfer the data between server and client. In the web application development, we need the we need to upload the data or get the response back in the one standard format. So it make easier to transfer the data between server and client, because GeoJSON is the kind of special type of JSON data. So the JSON is the standard data transfer protocol for the JavaScript. So it's in almost, I think almost in 95% the data can be transferred between server and client using JSON. And the notation will be the XML, but it's now nobody, only few people will use XML for transferring the data. So and the thing is the is easy it can be easily integrated to mapping library, leaflet, and then open layer, mapbox, etc. And it can be easily integrated with geoprocessing library like GDAL and OGR, because they have the GeoJSON driver, and then we can just run our model, or we can just do our operation tags using GeoJSON driver, and then get the output in the standard form. So also can be it can store the multi-geometry in a single file. That is also one of the advantage of GeoJSON. So we can just store point or line or polygon, even all this kind of different kind of data in a single file. So here are the some of the use case of this GeoJSON. So mainly the GeoJSON is used in the WebGIS on of web mapping techniques. So mainly in mapping libraries, uh, in Leaflet, GeoServer, MapServer, Mapbox, OpenLayer, Google Maps, and even the ESRI maps also use the GeoJSON. And for the software, I list out here only two softwares, QGIS and PostGIS, which uses the GeoJSON widely, and then we can just store our data, or we can visualize our data and then process it, do some operation. Yeah. So yeah, these are the main softwares and the mapping library which use GeoJSON. So here you can see the number of advantage of GeoJSON over shapefile, which is the shapefile is the product of the ESRI. Uh, so let's talk about one by one. So in GeoJSON, the geometry can be stored in only one file, whereas in shapefile at least we need the four files, which is SHP, DVF, and PRJ, and then and there is I forgot one file, and then it can store the multi-type of geometry and can be stored in the single file. So as I already mentioned, the line and point or polygon can be stored in the single file, but for shape file we can store only one type of geometry in one file. That if we want to store this kind of different data into a shape file, then we need of course lots of files, because even for only one data we need at least four files. So and the advantage is it can be added, the style can be added to the geometry within the GeoJSON file. So we can specify the style of the feature, like how should this feature should be appear in the web map application, like the color of line, and then the color of polygon, and fill color, stroke width, etc. We can specify inside the GeoJSON file, but for shape file, yeah, we cannot do that. So another advantage is the GeoJSON can be easily edit using geojson.io website or even in the notepad, but the shape file cannot be directly edit or update using the notepad or geojson.io, because we need the specific kind of software for editing these shape files. And also this GeoJSON can be converted to the any other vector data format using mapshaper. I'll show you in the later video. uh, and the advantage is the data can be transferred easily between client and server, because the OGC standard web feature service WFS output is the GeoJSON output. So it represents the feature or the feature collection. So the data can be transferred easily using client and server, but for the shape file we cannot transfer easily, because it's kind of different file format, and then we need to write extra bunch of code for, yeah, for transferring data. Even we cannot load the zip file directly into the mapping libraries like leaflet.js, open layers, etc. So first thing we need to convert it to the GeoJSON, and then after that only we can upload our file to the database. So these are the main things. So let's get started using geojson.io. So okay, here I opened this geojson.io website. So by default it will open like this, and of course I am logged in as my username, and this username I connected to the my GitHub account. So it will appear the map side will be appear here, and then we can draw the point, line, and polygon, or the rectangle using this edit toolbar. And this is the simple zoom in zoom out button, and this is the search button for searching location. And after we draw this feature or draw pop up the marker, the current equivalent GeoJSON data will be available here. The GeoJSON standard format will be available. So as we discussed in our slide, here it has the by default this website will provide you the type of feature collection, and the all the feature will be inserted inside this feature tab using this array, JavaScript array. Here this, if you need only one point, that means it's the this code is enough, because the is the feature which is called type is called to feature, and property is of course none. We did not provide any properties. And then geometry is the inside geometry we have 7 type of geometry. Is the point geometry, and the coordinate is the 98.43 latitude and 53.32 longitude. So I want to discuss more about this geojson.io website first. So here you can select the base map. So by default it will come with the map box map, and then you can simply change it to satellite or OSM as well. Here is the style of the scale of this map. If we zoom in zoom out, and it automatically changes. So here you can open your GeoJSON file from the your current computer, or from directly from GitHub or Git, or you can save it to the directly to the GitHub, or you can export it as the GeoJSON, or even also you can export it as the shape file or KML, WKT, CSV, etc. Everything is possible with this website. And then from this new window we can just create a new GeoJSON file. So it will open the another window with the default view and then the default options. So in meta tag, actually we can add the layers. So if I try to add the layer URL will be the, like, let's suppose try, and then the layer name will be the try, and then our layer will be listed here. If I draw something here, and then the drawing will be the okay. And yeah, we can okay, I'll talk this about the later. And then and the thing is, like, we can just click on the property, and then we can change its properties, like the marker color. So for me, let's change it to red, this red, and then marker size to the maybe to be small. And then we can just save it, and then it will appear automatically changes here, and our change will be reflected here in the inside the property tag. So inside properties we have this marker color and marker size and marker symbol. So also we can add the row with our custom property, like if it's the maybe the name of marker, and then this is the mm, this may be the try marker, and then we can just save it and it will appear here with the property of name and then the our actual value. So key and value will be added inside the properties tag. So that is the, yeah, that are the main thing. And then also we can just convert this if it's the multi-point or multi-line or multi polygon feature, then also we can flatten these multi features to the simple geometry. So other thing are like here are several other options as well, so you can just try it. So yeah, so for me I'll just create the new file and then do the things. Okay, here I just want to open the data. So here from data GeoJSON I have the sample GeoJSON file, so I'll just load it. And the GeoJSON file is looks like this. So if I go to the desktop data and inside GeoJSON, so if I edit this with the notepad, so it will be appear here with the same code as this sidebar code. So these are the same things, and either we can update this GeoJSON with the notepad. So let's suppose I can just add the property with the name, and then the name will be the this is the polygon, so I'll type polygon name try, and then I can just save it, and then I can just open the same file. So yeah, it will be reflected here below. Maybe first thing is I need to create new file and then file and then load this, and this name will be reflected here. So name will be polygon name try, and if I click here, maybe this one, so the property and value will be available in the pop-up. So name polygon name try. So in that way you can just add the property or you can just remove it, so it will be directly reflected in the site code. So here is edit and delete option as well. So if I want to edit, then I have to click the edit button and then click on the any of the polygon, and then I can just delete whatever I want, and then just save it or delete this feature, and then I need to save this, so it will be deleted from the sidebar as well. So yeah, that is the cool thing about this geojson.io. So for this url will represent the first thing will represent the zoom level of the map, and then the second thing will represent the latitude, and then the third thing will represent the longitude. So so yeah, so that are the major things. So now let's try to query this GeoJSON and get the exact feature what we want. So for that, maybe I'll create the new GeoJSON file, and then I just want to create the first only one point. So if I created one point, that means the inside features we have this feature is added automatically. So that means our type is feature and property null, not null actually, it's the empty object, and then inside geometry we have this point and then coordinate. So yeah, so if I try to query it, so maybe I can open the console, and then I can just try var data equal to, and then I can just save this GeoJSON as the variable. So control V, paste it. So we added this as the data, and then if we want to query this the coordinate of our data, then what we can do is we can go to the data dot this inside our key and value pair will be available with the dot sign, and then we can just go to the uh, features, and inside features we have this array. That means it should be iterate over the all the features, or it should be just we can pass 0 to get the first feature, and then after that we can get the coordinate. So dot, first of all we have to get geometry and then coordinate. Geometry and then dot coordinate, it will give us the coordinate of the actual data. So it's the straightforward. What if we have the 2 points? Let's add another point and see how to query. So here we have these two features. Now what if you want to get the coordinate from all the features? So for getting the coordinate from all the features, what you can do is the since maybe I have to define the data again. Data equal to, and then I'll just copy this and paste it here. Okay, maybe I'll make it larger, and then I can type the data dot features dot, and then I can map over it. I can iterate over it because it's the array. So in the JavaScript you can iterate it by the dot map function, or the dot for each function for each. So for me I'll iterate it with the map, and then uh, I can pass the feature, and then I'll use this JS 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 arrow function. So I can just return the, maybe I can just pass the curly bracket and then return the uh, feature dot geometry dot coordinate, feature dot geometry dot coordinates. So sorry, I missed the one bracket. So it will return the all the coordinates available inside each feature. So what it will do is it will go to the data dot features. That means this is all our data. Dot feature means it will go to the this feature key, and then here this key is the array actually. So this big bracket means the array, and then it will go to the each feature, and then it will return the feature dot geometry dot coordinate. That means it will go to the first iteration it will take this feature, and in second iteration it will take this feature. That means it will go one by one, and then take the geometry, and then take the coordinate. What if we want to get the only the latitude? So for latitude, it's again the coordinate is the our array. So we can get the, for latitude is the first element of our array, then we can get the 0. that geometry.coordinates.0 means only the our coordinate. So latitude, that means for our first marker, so the latitude is 89.29, and the for second marker is the 103.71. So that's how we get the coordinate of each feature. So this kind of rule will be available, will be useful in the leaflet.js or open layer kind of operations. So in that way we can get the each point coordinate, or the or even the property of the feature. So basically this is the only this coordinate and the type, this will represent the this all set represent the geometry, and the actual the data that associate with this geometry will be available inside the property tag. So maybe I can show you the one real example. So I'll just type the mapshaper.org, and then I can just select my data, and I'll convert the, actually I have this shape file. So maybe I'll select only one this shape file, and then I'll import the actual shape will be look like this, and then maybe I can export it to the GeoJSON. So just export it. So you just maybe you just notice it, we exported our data into GeoJSON data, but the our file format is JSON. That means the JSON GeoJSON is the subset of JSON data, so it will be fine. It's with the JSON.json format as well. So here is our data. Maybe I can just simply go to the file, and then maybe I can create new, and then maybe I'll just open the file, and then go to the downloads, and then just load this data. So it's loaded, but I think, yeah I think due to the coordinate problem, our data is listed in the only in this line. So maybe we have to change the projection of the data. So we can take a help of our desktop softwares for this kind of change. So in this GeoJSON file, we can just load our data in the one coordinate system .js84. That is the limitation of I think GeoJSON. Okay, here you can see in the CRS section of this GeoJSON specification, it's clearly mentioned that the CRS member has been removed. So that means we cannot specify the coordinate system in the GeoJSON file. As far as I know, we cannot update our geometry. So I yeah, we cannot update geometry. Maybe we can use the QGIS, and then we can just load our this, maybe not this one, maybe our the shape file. So in the vector region 1 .ssp, and let me check the coordinate system. So the coordinate system is UTM zone 42. So I think it's WGS84, but the EPSG is 32642. That means it's the projected coordinate system. So that's why it's not working in the GeoJSON. Maybe we can try this to the default CRS EPSG 4326 WGS84. Just try to save it, zoom to layer. Oh, now it's gone. So okay, just we can try the WGS84 coordinate system in the GeoJSON file. So it's the limitation of the GeoJSON file. So yeah, just maybe we can try the same file, uh, not this one. So I'll create the new file. So yeah, so we just tried how to get the coordinate of the file, and then maybe I can show you now. I can show the how can you change the geometry type. So maybe I can just click the one point, and then if I type it to the multi multi-point, then I have to add the coordinate more than one point here. So I'll just add one more coordinate system here. So maybe it may be the 101.634 or something, and then maybe 59 means 75 point something. Yeah, it's just random number. So yeah, if I try to save it, and then uh, where is our second coordinate? It is gone. Maybe I can just add one more time. Mhm. Here 101 point something, and then sorry, here you can see the dynamic this code dynamic marker added in the multi-point feature. So if I try to add 5, it's available here, and then 101 means at the top, and then maybe I can specify 50 point something. So that means this both points represent the single geometry, but these are separated by 2 points. This multi-point feature will be helpful. Let's suppose you are dealing with school buildings, and you are just counting the number of schools. So there will be the one same school has the three or two or more than two buildings, but you have to denote these buildings as a same school. So in that case, this multi-point or multi-polygon feature will be helpful, because this multi-polygon of this building uh, will represent the same school, same properties. So maybe the name of the school will be same, and then the number of student will be same, but we have the more than one geometry. That means we have the 5 or 6 buildings but representing the same school. That means the property is same, the geometry is different. In that case, we can use this kind of features like multi-point and multi-line or multi-polygons. So yeah, these are the main things. And about this feature, I since I already described. So the feature is the feature represent the current specific kind of geometry. In this feature collection represent the collection of features. That means we have type is equal to feature collection, and inside features we have different kind of features. So maybe I added the one multi-point here, multi-point geometry, and then I can also add the this polygon geometry like this in the same file, and then also I can create the line feature as well. So maybe line as well. So that means I can create multiple features, multiple geometries inside one single file. So maybe I can save it to the GeoJSON. So map1.geojson file is saved. So if I try to open it in the where it is in the download, so maybe I can try to open it in the QGIS. Sorry. Maybe I can remove this and then just open the map1.geojson in QGIS. So here it said that here it found three kind of layer, which is one is point, and another is line string, and another is polygon. Which type you want to add? It is asking. Maybe I can select all and then click OK. So that means it will appear in the three different layers, but it's the same file. So we can toggle on and off points or lines or polygons, but this all is the same file. That is the main advantage of GeoJSON file. So multiple geometries can be edited into the single file. So yeah, that's all. I think in this video I simply describe about the GeoJSON type and then the querying, how to query the GeoJSON file, this kind of things, and the some demonstration of this geojson.io file, and then how you can convert your any kind of zip files into the other file formats like zip file, GeoJSON or TopoJSON, JSON record, CSV, and SVG. You can try all of them. Exporting or importing is the very useful website, useful service uh, for managing the vector data. And from geojson.io you can just try creating different kind of data and changing this type of geometry to the multi-line or multi-polygon or the geometry collection as well. So you can try by your own. So I hope you enjoy this video. Maybe I hope you will subscribe my channel and then hit the bell icon so you don't miss the any update about my channel. So yeah, that's all. Thank you for watching and keep subscribe my channel. Okay.